Forget no contact. This hurts even more than your silence. Why silence isn't the strongest weapon. Most people believe that no contact is the ultimate way to deal with toxic, narcissistic, or emotionally draining people. Silence feels powerful, mysterious, and punishing. But here's the truth most experts won't tell you. Silence still keeps you emotionally tied. Today, you'll learn one psychological shift that hurts far more than silence. Not because it's cruel, but because it removes something toxic people desperately need: your emotional availability. 2. Why no contact still gives them power when you go silent. Toxic people don't always feel hurt. They feel curious, challenged, or provoked. Your silence becomes a puzzle they want to solve. They may stalk, manipulate, or create drama just to get a reaction. Silence still centers them in your mind. The goal isn't distance, it's detachment. 3. The hidden addiction toxic people have. Toxic individuals feed on emotional supply attention. Reactions, explanations, anger, sadness, even silence with meaning. Whether positive or negative, emotion validates their importance. When you remove emotional meaning altogether, they experience something far worse than rejection: irrelevance. 4. The one thing that hurts more than silence. What hurts more than silence is emotional neutrality with consistency. You respond when necessary, but without energy, justification, or emotion. You're polite, brief, and uninterested. No drama, no explanation. This creates psychological confusion because they can't label you as angry, hurt, or engaged. 5. Why emotional neutrality destroys manipulation. Manipulation requires leverage. Emotional neutrality removes leverage completely. There's nothing to twist, provoke, or exploit. Toxic people thrive on chaos. Calm exposes their emptiness. When you stay grounded, their tactics collapse. 6. The psychology behind gray rock. The gray rock method isn't about being rude, it's about being boring. Short answers. No storytelling. No emotional reactions. Over time, toxic people lose interest because there's no reward. They don't feel victorious, they feel unsatisfied, which is far worse. 7. Why explaining yourself makes things worse. Every explanation is an invitation to argue. Toxic people don't seek understanding, they seek control. When you stop explaining, you stop negotiating your worth. Calm consistency communicates strength more loudly than words ever could. 8. The power of predictable calm. Unpredictability fuels drama. Predictable calm kills it. When your responses are always steady, brief, and neutral, toxic people realize they can no longer influence you. This creates a sense of powerlessness they deeply fear. 9. What happens inside their mind when you do this? First, confusion. Then frustration. Then withdrawal. They replay past interactions, searching for emotional access, and find none. Eventually, they disengage, not because they've healed, but because you are no longer useful to their ego. 10. Why this is harder than going silence is easy. You disappear. Emotional neutrality requires self-control, awareness, and discipline. You're present but unreachable. That's what makes it powerful. You're not avoiding, you're choosing. Peace. 11. How to practice this without becoming cold. You don't become cruel or distant. You become self-respecting. You speak when needed, act with integrity, and refuse emotional chaos. This isn't about punishment, it's about boundaries. 12. The moment you truly win, you win when you stop wanting them to feel hurt. When their reactions no longer matter. When peace feels better than proving a point. That's when toxic people disappear, not physically, but emotionally. 13. Final message. Choose inner freedom. Forget no contact as a tactic. Choose emotional mastery as a lifestyle. When you remove emotional fuel, toxic people fade naturally. Not because you silenced them, but because you outgrew them.